Next, I'm going to show you the longest train so far that I have in my collection for Toqger. And it is quite a long Ressha, if I do say so myself. This is the Diesel Ressha, and this is not complete yet because of the fact that it is taken apart so that it can be this. I'm going to measure it, see how long it is, just so you can have an interesting viewpoint of how long this train is. It is just over 20 inches long, which is quite long for a train of such amazing detail. I mean, if you take a look at this, this is the beginning Ressha, which has a nice silver paint there, along with its nice blue visor. Has a nice white stripe along the side with the Toqger symbol right there in the middle. And then we have these back Ressha's right here, which I will show you on the other side. This one has the feature to where it will hinge, and this one has the feature, and this just came apart. This has a open and door close feature. It's like a carrier car. Put this back on, and I'll show you the rest of it. Again, the Toqger logo right on the other side. Back to the main Ressha, and we're going to take that main Ressha off for you to see what it does inside of the Toqger morpher. You ready, guys? Diesel Ressha. It'll automatically default to Tokyo Ichigo. And you can summon the Ressha. Alright, now the thing about these Toqgers is that these are all Zord compatible, but I'm going to show you the special Zord that it makes with just the three that I have shown you recently. We're going to take these apart to where it exposes just the middle, and we'll have these two off to the side. You're going to take this middle right here, and you see that little clip right there. You're going to flip that out. Then there's this another black clip right there. You want to flip one of these sides out. Connects right up to the other side, to its opposing side. If I can find it. Oh, you don't need this other one right here. You just need that one black one, and it will connect and line up just like that. You can flip these arms out, and then you flip these little flaps right up there. And now you take the car carrier Ressha, clip him right up to his right leg, flip him out, flip out his foot. You tank Ressha, do it on the upset side. Flip them out to where the legs spread, and then we have the head, which has two sides, one for the Diesel, which I'm showing you right now. Diesel, very nice indeed, nice detailing to the head, nice full body. Alright, and next I'm going to show you the combination between the Toqger and the Diesel to form Chocho Dio. Now all you want to do is take off this head right here, and take off the legs, and then separate these. Now you want to, now that little piece I showed you before, that little connector piece right there, I want you to flip that out. Take off the arms on the Toqger and flip back its head. Make sure to close the door so that it fits back into the backpack. And you put it on its opposing side, except you close that back up and flip this up, and then this whole part spins just a little bit, and you give it a little click. Same thing with the other side. Unfold, put it back up, let that part out, click, click, and flip. Put your arms back on the outsides. Oh, another thing you might want to do for these is take out those black parts that I showed you before for the diesel load to keep it together. And it will... Hold on, I gotta take this back off. And it will allow you to have a more stable arm. Everybody wants a stable arm, because you wouldn't want your arm falling off. You put the arm back on, the yellow arm back on. It shows that much. Alright, and then what you want to do is take this switch right here on the side, and you do it to both of them, to the tank Ressha and the diesel Ressha, not diesel Ressha, the car carrier Ressha, and you flip them out to form legs. And these legs will go on the outsides of their alternate sides. So you want to flip out these little pins right here, the little builder ports, and they go on their alternating legs. The car carrier would go on the left leg, or I'm sorry, the right leg, and the diesel Ressha, or the tank Ressha, would go on the left leg. And the tank Ressha has the same system. It has that little switch right there. You flip that switch up, and it forms the foot, or the outside of the foot. And then you flip out the obvious little ports right there on the side, if you can see that, those little black ports. And you connect them right up onto the Zord, onto its left leg. Now the final thing to complete Chocho is that you need its head, because everything needs a head to work. Now, all you gotta do is just take the opposite side of the diesel Ressha, and you flip these little pins up to reveal a face. Connect it right up there where Toqger's head was, and then you have Diesel-O, or not Diesel-O. Then you have Chocho Dio. I'm sorry for my little stuttering problem here, but we have the most beautiful and one of the biggest ones so far in my collection of Zords. Now this thing is quite big. We have it does have a bit of articulation, not too much, just like Toqger, which would have been nice if it had a little more articulation, so you can make it pose just like you did with the other Zords. But for a Zord of this size and for a train base, I do understand why it does not have much articulation, but it is quite nice. Let me hold it up in full glory. It is quite wonderful. Alright, let's move on to our rescue Reshas, which are the police Ressha and the fire Ressha. Very nice. Let's start with the police Ressha, and very nice detailing on the sides. Wonderful detailing. You can flip this front part out to form a gun, which is very dangerous. Kids don't play with guns. Although this is quite a interesting detail, because it looks like it has the train design on the side of each side of the gun. You can see that right there. Alright, and then you can pull this right off and you have a handcuff. Now both of these will connect onto your Zord. I won't show it because it takes a while and I want to move on so I can get these through. Now I will show you the sounds that it makes inside of the Toqger morpher. Police Ressha. Toqger Ichigo Police. And you hit that button right there to summon the Ressha. Alright, next, the Fire Ressha with a very nice paint, if I do say so myself. Now the thing about it is, and that's something that people don't know about this sword, is that it does have a front extinguisher, and this extinguisher is compatible with the Zord. It works two ways. You can either have it front with the back so that it cooks right up to the hand, or you don't have to take it apart. By flipping up this little port right here, and it acts as your little handle for your extinguisher. Isn't that nice? It's very nice, if I do say so myself. In the back of it has a nice little ladder hose, which is quite articulable. Alright. And then we have sounds inside of the Toqger Morpher. Default. And summon. And it's a nice little fire engine sound. Alright, moving right along to a special Ressha that I had specially ordered. We're going to move on to the Toqger Ressha. It is absolutely beautiful. It is compatible with Toqger. It replaces the red Ressha that's already on it. But I don't want to have to take it apart. I will show you that this does flip right up into the front and forms a nice little head. Well, this doesn't form the head. This forms the front of the Toqger, which I call Toqger. Alright, and then we have a nice little battery inside of there, which does not come out, unfortunately, but it is a very nice little detail that I do admire. And then we have the back of the Ressha, which has a flip-out feature that forms Kyryujin, which has a nice detailing on it. Yeah, if you can see that. Very nice. Everybody knows this in America, mostly as the new give me a second. It's the Dino Charge Megazord, but in Japan they are called. It is called Kyryujin, which I do admire. It has a nice little logo on the side of the Kyryujers. It has Gabutira's head on it. Now, if you wish to see this, I will be bringing this to Power Morphicon in 2016 for a signing from the Red Ranger himself. And then I will hope to get something out of this, maybe sometime in the future. But for now, I'm going to keep it as a little trademark of my journey there next year. And then we'll move on to the last two parts of my collection. We have the Hyper Ressha with very nice gold paint, or gold plastic. And we have the Daikaiten Cannon, which can hold up to five Reshas on the outside and one in the middle, which I do like to have my Hyper Ressha inside. Hyper Ressha is not compatible with Zords though, so if you want to buy them, you have to buy the full Hyper Ressha series, which comes with the big Hyper Ressha station, which has a flip out into a train and flip over into a station, which you can store most of your Zords in. Although, if you want the Daikaiten Cannon, it is quite cheap in American. It's about 23 to 25 bucks on Amazon, and it is a very nice cannon. It does not come with batteries, though. I will say that. I'll switch it on for you, and we set this right in to this port right here, and this does have a Zord reader, or Zord reader, a train reader. So we'll tell you what is inside of it. And it says last train of the day. You can spin it around. And now, as serving as a reference of a personal reference, this front trigger must be pulled back in order for this to go forward. Now you pull this must be back, and you must hit the trigger on the front, and it slides right forward. Alright, and now just to show you, and I will show you the last two sounds that I have. Alright, now it will read any Ressha you put in here. And it'll do a special launch for it. Alright, and then I want to show you their sounds inside of the Toqger Morpher, starting with the Kyryuger Ressha. It says Juden Sentai Kyryuger instead of morphing into a default Tokyo Ichigo Kyryuger, but it does morph into Kyryuger. I think if they would have used it in the show, and in case that King would have been unable to morph the normal way with his Gabu Revolver, let me know if I'm wrong. He could have used the Toqger Morpher with the Kyryuger Ressha. And we're going to summon the Ressha. Now I do apologize, this video is quite long, but I promise you my Kyryuger collection is almost over. Now we're going to show the Hyper Ressha. Default. Defaults to Hyper Tokyo Ichigo. And you can summon the Ressha. And it summons the Hyper Ressha. Now, the last thing I want to show you in my collection, if I can find it really quick, because I don't want to take up too much time. There you are. We have the Toqger Morpher, which is called the Apply Changer. Now, this is a very first for all of Super Sentai. It is a smartphone, which has 4 main buttons that you can use, and I will show those off right now. Now, Bandai Japan did decide to start using the special child safety. So to show one of the buttons, I will flip it out so that it's louder. It is the call button right here. Now we have 3 other buttons that which are used for this track right here, which I will show in a minute. We have the Henshin button right up here at the top. We have the Summon Build Ressha right here. And we have the Summon Drill Ressha. Drill Ressha I do not have, but I will show the sounds for anyway, due to the fact that this track right here does not, unfortunately, have a Zord reader, or a train reader, because he only has the one button, which is quite upsetting. I would have loved if it would have had the same sequence as the Daikaitin cannon, where it has that same button, except has the 3-prong system to where it does read the Ressha. But that does click right into the Daikaitin cannon, which I would understand why they would not have put one in here and put one in there. But I will show that you can morph into Toqger Ryogugo, in which if you hit the henshin button, it sets off an alarm. You open it up. It has the henshin music, which you just slide this right through. Which you really don't need to do, because you can just hit that button right there, and it will react with the Zord, or with the Morpher. It does not matter if you use a Ressha. Any Ressha you can put in here, it will always make the same 4 or 3 sounds, no matter what. You can't summon any other Ressha with this Morpher, which is quite upsetting. Alright, and now we're gonna summon the Build Ressha. And the final button, which I will be showing today, the Summon Drill Ressha button. And that is it for my Toqger collection. Now, if you guys would please comment anything that you want to know about these trains, and I will be sure to get back to you. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys later to review for my Dino Charge line that I have recently obtained. And this is Matt signing off.